We'll see if it works this time. You can see it now, but can you hear me? Hello, hello. So you have to be on Wi-Fi. Is that the thing? Well, good afternoon again. Yeah, me neither. I kept popping up saying error, but yeah, me neither. I kept popping up saying error. Now it's double feeding. Uh, Somebody hit the like button out there. See if that's working. Hello, Lacey O'Farrell. How you doing? Danielle, National Socials. How you doing? Charles Carrington with the snafu. It's not showing any likes on my screen. And 6 people. Been doing good, been doing good. Somebody send me $100, and if it works, I'll send back 90. Just joking. Well, I know I've had more likes than one so far. I would hope. It's been a busy day, but we got through it. Well, we got a fire going. I don't know how you're cold. I can see hearts and faces and flowers, but I can't see any likes. Cloudy, overcast, 65 degrees. Well, we'll let it run. We'll see what it does. But you can see the fire. Is that correct? Thank you. How's Mississippi, Danielle? Well, that's pretty good for Mississippi. You get rain down there, oh? Or you tell me they're hot?
Yeah, they're stuck.
You can just lay them across the top there. They'll burn off. I'll move them eventually.
You got it. Put them over here. Adios.
That baby asleep?
No, he's jumping.
Welcome in, folks. You got to talk, evidently. I don't think anything else is working. Pinterest. Is that like a big buying site or something, or people put on DIY projects? I think I've seen that somewhere before. Hey, I got one like now. Well, as soon as I talk about it, that was Mama D's daughter T. Earl's sitting over there. He's lounging tonight, man. He's got his feet up by the fire. Look at that guy. You talk about lazy, man. He said he stood up all day the other day, so now he's going to sit around. Coffee time, chat. Hello, Grizzly. How you doing? I see, Danielle. I see. 10 people in the room. Welcome in. Coffee time, they say something's wrong with YouTube tonight, so hopefully you can see the picture and hear me talking. Yeah, but it's still not showing any likes up there. And now I got 2. And I should hope out of the 5 people that popped in and said hello, I've got a like. Yeah, somebody said there's a glitch in the matrix. A little deja vu going on, I guess. Good deal. Hello, AP. Welcome back. Fall break is always great. I would rather get my spring break and fall break together with my Christmas break and just take the whole month of December off. I just talk about the crappy weather, and now the sky is clearing off, and I can see a lot of stars. Danielle, Coffee has a good channel. You should give him a follow. Scarface. That's true, man. That's true. Me and Earl over there, we were just talking about this could be the end. Look at him. He's scared to death. He hasn't moved or said a word all night. Yeah, he said he's lived through a few apocalypses before. He's waiting on that one, where the rain brings them all back. He thinks he's going to get a new face job, so I don't know about that. Hello, Nomadic. Welcome back, then. What did you buy off Pinterest? Charles? Well, good deal, Danielle. You got enough people to go live yet? You can pull an all-nighter. Nomadic, you got that, you're back home, I would say, working on your video too. You gonna put it out on Friday or tomorrow? And I got 6 and 5, Charles. Oh, you gonna wait a week on this one? That's cool. Yeah, I didn't think about that when I got the campground for the 24th and 25th. I hope they're not having their Halloween weekend that, because I don't think I'm gonna. I might take some candy just in case, but I'm not gonna decorate. I bet you put Gus in the car to go home and he wouldn't quit talking. I think he had a good time. He just don't want to tell you he does. But he's a good guy to hang out with. They thought you were the insane posse, Danielle. I can't wait to see who Gus had over at the camper while you went fishing. I hope they didn't tear the place up partying too hard. Uh-oh. Hello, William. Ohio. If that was a question, we are in Ohio right now. Man, it is a cold snap tonight. Yes, it was. People will come rolling in. The time is now, William. The time is now. You mean far away or just close as far as camping? I'm up to 10 and 7 now, Charles. There you go. Keep them going. Yeah, we got a little sprinkle at work this morning. Didn't stop anything. We had a good day. 8:27, Danielle. Hour difference. Hello, Styrofoam. Welcome back. Yeah, they had a little trouble there. I put Nomadic's channel up there, guys. If you haven't already, please go check him out. He's out there just like me, doing these videos and camping and fishing, so a good guy to hang out with. Thank you, Camperman. You sold him or you saw him? Nomadic. Oh, you sold your camper. The one that you were in at Allen Creek? Well, that's cool, Danielle. We'll have to wait and see what the weather says. Wow, I thought you was planning on keeping that one. You must be ready to hit the big open road. Hello, William again. A jet kayak. Now, do you want it to fly or do you want it just to go fast in the water? Next fall. Well, we got a whole year then, another season to get out and make some adventures and some memories. Shallow water. Get you one of those that inflate on the sides that lifts you above the water. That would be pretty cool. Yep. We did our storybook trail ribbon cutting today over Independence. That's kind of like our big sister camp. We're both hooked together, us and Harrison, so you'll get to see our little park next. I think they gave us $10,000, so. Earl's sitting over there on the lounge chair tonight, man. He's got his feet up by the fire. Look at that guy. Not a care in the world. Hello, Bible. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, Danielle. Well, he said he was tired. He stood up all day yesterday with that flag, you know, being patriotic. Now he's got to get a day off, he said. He used to drink a lot, but he said it just runs right through him anymore. Yeah, he's been known to hit a few. He likes, you know, warming his bones up by the fire and a little bit of whiskey. No, not Earl. Hey, Chevy, we're going good. We're doing good, man. I tried to sneak away and have a little fire here, and the girl brought out a whole pack of hot dogs and grilled them. Dim bones. Oh, he likes the old song, the ankle bones connected to the hip bone and all that good. I can't remember the name of it. Earl doesn't smoke. He said it's bad for these lungs, but he don't have any lungs. You can tell if you get a close-up look at him, where his feet are all turned in. When he was 8 years old, he had polio. And then his knees are all twisted. So when he was 12 years old, he had the measles. He's had a rough life. But on another note, I haven't seen a drone yet tonight. Yep, I seen that when he's rapping on the couch and he killed all the other guys. Yeah, he don't listen to the doctor very well, so he's so old that when he went to the doctor the other day, you know, he can't hear. The doctor told him he needed a blood sample, a semen sample, and a stool sample. And he looked at his wife and he said, "What did the doctor say?" And she said, "He says he wants your underwear." Hello, everyone. Well, that's a really slow time lapse. Sigma girl, how you doing? Every night we got drones that fly over this area. Well, it's a little cloudy, but it may be over there. Yeah, it sets in one spot and hovers for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and then it heads north. And there's another one. I can't see it right now for the trees, but it hangs over the town in the same position. They're here every night, same spot, move the same direction. Well, my buddy across the road said they're huge. And Nomadic even seen them down on the river this morning. But according to Google, there's many of them flying over Ohio. Supposed to get a little warm up in the next 3 days. I don't know what kind of drones they are. I can't get close enough to see them, but I know they're huge. It's big enough and the light shines that I can see it over half a mile away. Yep, Big Brother's up there. Mother is watching. Hello, Mother. Hey, that could be what's jamming our YouTube signal. Well, now I'm showing 10 likes and 0 people, but yet Nomadic is still talking and Charles is here. Who else is here? Saul is here. Camper's here. Hello, Saul. Welcome in. 4 and 10, Charles says. Styrofoam's here. Well, all I know is just a big bright light. I've seen lights rotating around it, and it does change colors. But no helicopter or airplane can sit in the same spot like that for that amount of time. Mr. Scientist. And then move in the exact direction every night. Now I can hear the airplanes flying over at 30,000 feet. I do not remember you, Mr. Scientist. Where are you from and what's going on out there? Is this Daniel? Sparrow. It's me. All right, AP. How long has it been since you've been in, Sparrow? Sparrow, are you the one? You're the cat guy, right? Not me, Styrofoam, not me. That was the neighbor's garage door closing over there. Going to Los Francisco. Yeah, the cat guy. I thought so. Not this time. I've had 3 bowls of chili today, oh. We got another 5-gallon of chili. You are a girl. Yes, you are. Oh, that's some rough stuff, Nomadic. You got Godzilla fighting him this time? With that big fiery laser beam? Have you got any new masks lately, Sparrow? He's over there kicking back in that chair, Sparrow. Got his feet up by the fire. Look at that goofy thing over there. Somebody said he was drunk. Oh, come on. Well, it is Wednesday, Styrofoam. I'm in Renee's on my vacation. I don't know what Renee is. And I don't talk. Oh, thank you so much. I get that one. I'm in Renee's. It's just a little village. Oh, okay. Well, Camperman, drop a comment. If you can, she'll follow you back. A little village in what state? Or what province, may I say? Yeah, but it's supposed to be warm, warm, warm the next 3 days and then a cold spell. I just can't get it to flame up, man. It's getting chilly, chilly. Yeah, I'm ready for some snow, I think. Charles says hello. He's still here. I never get to see Jupiter either, the Charles, either day. Unless it just looked like a big bright star, but Nomadic's still here hanging out. What's going on tomorrow? Jupiter does look like a bright star. Well, I probably seen it then. Because there was a lot of stars out, but I just didn't see nothing that was tracking the moon. And will definitely be no fire tomorrow night. Maybe Friday. I'm not for sure, but depends on the weather and if I leave town or not. What happened to that science guy was in here a minute ago? Says we got 7 people hanging out. Starlight, Starbright, first one I see tonight or the first one I see in the morning? I see one that's almost, well, I can't say due north, but it is more northeast for me, but it's there every morning, and the one morning there was 3 of them lined up there. I showed you on the video. Hello, Rente, how you doing? Welcome back. How are things, Cabrina? Hello, Squatch Man from Canada. Welcome back. Have you been out squatching lately? Well, then I see that every morning. How you doing, Eddie? How was the East Coast, man? You guys still getting all that weather through there? MS, KP, how you doing? I'm glad all of you guys came back in. Lots of rain going around Ohio. We're not getting any of it much. Maybe down on the rivers. Do. Oh, here we go with the trains. Nomadic, you had a lot of trains that go by your little area there the last 2 nights, didn't you? We seen a couple Chinooks 2 weeks ago, styrofoam, flying over our fishing hole. I didn't know they had made a new one. Well, that's too many directions, Charles, for me to see anything. It's cloudy everywhere except for straight above me. Hello, Preston. You know, I seen a thing today on YouTube about how the number 67 was driving teachers and students crazy. Is it true that when somebody says it in school, everybody has to scream? Well, that's pretty cool. Technology is well advanced. Yeah, I know what you mean, Styrofoam. I know what you mean. People see stuff and they just got to copy and paste and keep it going. Some of them don't even have a clue anymore. But Preston was in the other night and he was all right. We didn't have one problem, but he must have learned something new at school today. But thanks, Preston, for stopping in. Well, it's supposed to be like that. Hello, Carl. But yet, parents will give them access to it. How you doing, Carl? Where you from? Yeah, I don't know much about that either. I thought Georgia, welcome in. I thought the U.S. purchased TikTok, but I don't know. I seldom watch the news, folks, because it's always bad news. People say, well, you must live under a rock. Well, yep, I prefer it there. It's nice and shady, and usually 15 degrees cooler. I guess. I wouldn't know, Styrofoam. I got a cup of coffee, man. Is that pumpkin spice? If I knew how to do that, I would send one back. Yeah, Earl's got his feet close up there. I'm thinking about moving to the fire myself. It's almost turkey time, so that means a lot of pumpkin pie for me. I had to hold myself back today. That little group we had in the park, there must have been 10,000 cookies and cupcakes there today. And then the boss brings in a 12-pack of donuts. But nobody brought any coffee, so I had to say no thank you. It says I got jewels or whatever, so what does that mean? That's all new to me. This thing is, YouTube is getting like TikTok, is it? That's my problem, Nomadic. I love it too much. The daughter likes to make 4 pumpkin pies. She makes her one, me one, and then 2 to supposedly share out to the other 10, 12 people that's here, but I usually have 2 to myself. Man, I could eat pumpkin pie every day of the week. Earl, what are you going? What? He just shook his head, guys. He don't even want to talk over there. But you never know. You know, I go camping next Friday. I just might throw him in the camper. Take him with me. Mr. Wiggles, Merry Christmas to you. Hello, Lou Bar. I think it's the same guy. You never know when action finds you, man. I gave this to my wife probably 5 years ago, and it hangs in the mudroom, so I just grab it as I come outside. Oh yeah, it's flame retardant. That's right. I don't even know what this guy's talking about. Is anybody else? Free issue for us in 2008 and 9. No marshmallows tonight. That is a weekend treat around here, Wiggles. All right, at Laurel Bar, whatever your problem is. He's got 9 subscribers, 8 videos. Comes in under MPG Website Works. So what's up with you tonight, man? Alaskan Critter Cam, how you doing? How you doing, man? It is here. And over there's the last critter I caught on film. We kept him just as he was. Sat back and relaxed. How's your night going? You don't have you a fire burning way up there? One of my friends up there said they had a fire ban. I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not too keen on marshmallows unless they're very small and in my hot chocolate every once in a while. I'm dead middle of town myself. You better check into that. I don't know what city you're from, but most contained places do allow fire pits. We love them in hot cocoa there, styrofoam. I think I ate so much as a kid, man. I got sick on them one time and I never did like them that much anymore. The grandkids will do it every weekend and I will never have any. Yeah, that's weird how some people do that. I mean, some places incorporated try to, well, of course they can, but they have their own laws, so. Same way with buying land somewhere, you know, you buy a land and that one place says the state has its rules and the county has its rules and the city has its rules, and if you're HOA, then they have the rules. I know the state closes me down every November or October and November. I can't burn for 2 months, and that's the same 2 months they allow us to cut foliage and trees, so they don't think in the time December rolls around I'm going to have 10 truckloads of stuff to burn all at one shot. Oh, give me 10 acres in the middle of nowhere. I like a 1/4 mile blacktop, 1/4 mile gravel, and then a 1/2 mile trail, just big enough to walk. Train number 2. It's coming the opposite direction too. Whew. Yeah, me too. I'm looking at next trip down south. I got two spots to look at. One down by Lucasville and one down a little bit closer to Ironton. One is 11 acres and the other one is 9.4. Well, and that's the thing. The 10 acres I want, I'm going to manage, I would say 1 acre of it. All the rest is going to grow wild and get thicker. I'm going to put me a 1-bedroom, 4-story cabin with a tower on top. Hello, Matthew. How you doing, man? I was wondering where you guys were. I was figuring Journey would pop in, but I haven't seen anybody. Thanks for stopping in, man. Where's the rest of the family? Yes, I am. I'm going to build I'd like to build probably, I don't know, maybe get a mile trail in there. You guys have a good race last night? Hello, Jerry. Jerry's out in the barn. Are you locking the chickens up tonight? Yeah. Another day of school tomorrow. Oh no, I ain't gonna have nothing like that for recreation. I mean, in 10 acres, I don't think you can get a mile circle trail. Possum Patrol. You made it out to Oxbow this morning, did you, and release the possum? Yeah, 10 acres, people think it's big, but that's not very much at all if you're, on a four-wheeler or a go-kart or something. Some spots, 10 acres, you can see corner to corner. But it makes a good walk. Hello, Journey. You're supposed to be sleeping, Matt said. Welcome in, welcome in. Charles, this is the family I was telling you about. You ought to check them out. They are big into racing. Well, I hope the notification didn't wake you up. And with that 10 acres, if you put a half-acre pond in there, that's a pretty good gap too. Well, that's cool, that's cool. Keeping them straight. I'm going to get online after this here live and check out some of those trails around Adrian. See what kind of wildlife preserves they got going up there. Yeah, I was checking on the state parks, man. They charge anywhere from $14 to $17 just to get in. Well, that's good, Journey. You guys can probably hear that plane flying over, can you not? He's got to be up there about 3,000 feet already. Yep. Ohio state parks are all free. Indiana charges $8 just to get through the gate, and I've seen a couple in Michigan that were, one was 12 and one was 15. It's kind of crazy. Just like Nomadic said, we have our main park here just put $6 million into the place, and yet it's still free. Yeah, that's a good journey. Don't do that. Matthew, or where's the racing at this weekend? Man, we've been on here an hour already. No, Styrofoam, I haven't. Ohio, up by Cleveland, I would say. Well, I definitely get out and about. I was down in Arkansas in June. Well, sometimes you just got to take a day. I tell you, I've only been back to work 3 days, and I'm ready for another vacation. How come my chat is not moving here? What did I miss? Octogram. Well, that's too bad. Hello, Black Sheep. Because I'm a cool guy there. Black Sheep Crafter, how you doing tonight? And Styrofoam has 30-foot bonfires too, he says. You better hit that like there, Black Sheep Crafter, unless you already have. Thank you, baby. Hello, Sean. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Matthew, for spreading love. I know Arkansas has been getting pounded by rain down there. Every time I watch one of those videos from those guys, it rains and rains and rains. But they're all near Fort Smith or somewhere down there. Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. 3 a.m. That's kind of late, Sarah. Matthew woke you up just for you to come in and say hi. Well, I'm sorry if he woke you up, but thanks for stopping in. Now we get, who we get? We got Anita, you got Kaya, Mia, somebody else. No styrofoam. YouTube is blocking you a lot tonight. I don't know. Let's not get too carried away here. Seven and 20. That's what I got, Nomadic. That's what I got. YouTube is blocking your comments. Nobody can read them but me. One, two, three of them already. They have blocked. Well, I wouldn't say blocked. They're hidden from view. I'm the only one can see them. Just the ones. I mean, they do the same thing with Jerry. You say poop or something like that, and then it blocks it. What's the other word? When you're talking about being 27 in that comment, it blocked that one. Hello, Positive Vibes. How you doing? Yeah, this some people spell the word funny and get it through, and I don't know. Are you having lunch right now, Craig, or you're getting ready to go to work? Hello, Charles. Welcome back. Yes, it is. That's for sure. Peyton, how you doing? How you doing? Peyton is a new one. I didn't see that one come through the other night. Where are you from, Peyton? I know what you mean, Positive. Sometimes we just don't get enough nap time in. I got about 4 more pieces of wood and we're gonna call it a night. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, Styrofoam. Hello, Kevin. How you doing tonight? I got to try and get a picture of this drone over the town. It is super close tonight, so give me a second and I'll be right back. That is pretty weird. That's the closest that drone has been in a long time. All I can get is pictures. The video will not zoom in at. It definitely is not a tower light because it's not there in the daytime. Ocean, welcome in, welcome in. No towers in the vicinities of where these things are, and towers don't move across the sky. Hello, Anita. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you guys. All right, Nomadic Man. Get some rest. Be a nice day to get out and get a good hike in tomorrow. And it's getting chilly, chilly, chilly. Well, I don't know if they're suspicious or not, but I'm just saying. They're in the same place, so, I don't know if they're. I know the state police fly the drones, the county sheriff has a drone, so I don't know if they are, ran by the state, the police department, weather, I don't know. It just seems that probably here in the last month, they're just every night, same spot. Thank you, Mia. Appreciate you. Well, I wouldn't say they're watching me, but they're watching something. Hello, Star. Now, you are the youngest racer of the bunch? Kaya, how are you doing? How are you doing? Doing. Lucien, how you doing? All racers, the whole family. Car and truck, dirt track. There's like 20 of them. Well, not everybody has the same interest. Come on, baby. Get her cooking. I was gonna knock it off. Gluten Ben Charles. I hear that. Hello, Kenny. Welcome in. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Appreciate you guys for stopping in and saying hello. Whew, it's all on there now, guys. She's gonna warm up old Earl over there. And then we will call it a night. Connor, what's up? Well, the daughter just come out and cooked up a whole pack of dogs. And I would doubt that there's any of them left in the house when I go in. Train number 3 or 4, Charles, I forget. Welcome in, Kevin, welcome in. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. What are you doing tonight, Kevin? Your fishing season is over? Where are you from, Connor? Thorpe? Is that correct? Howdy, howdy. Hit the thumbs up, folks. Say hello, let us know where you're from out here. I don't remember the exact part, but I moved to Kentucky from Florida. What part of Kentucky? I was born and raised there. All right. And why would you want to? Well, I can understand moving to Kentucky from Florida, but not going into winter time. We always wanted to move to Florida from Kentucky until I went down there and stayed for a couple weeks. Very expensive. That's what I was thinking too, but I mean, it's expensive down there to live. If you guarantee you, if you made the same pay in Kentucky as you did in Florida, you could live a whole lot better. But then again, you're gonna have some rough winters. But some people just don't like that heat all the time too, so. Yeah, that's exactly my point. If I had the money, I'd been down there too. Florida to me was kind of like Arizona. Every day you could expect rain. In Ohio, Connor? You change that to the Commonwealth of Kentucky symbol there, Lucy? Oh, about every 10 fires. I used to do it every fire when I had my pro shop here because I had plenty of bowling boxes. Hello, Schrader Racing. There's the boss. How's it going tonight? Woo. Well, I don't have enough spot here to have a garden. And this whole area here is notoriously backfill from clay and rock. I think they built this whole subdivision I got one little flower bed around my tree out front. I could probably do that. Is Kaya racing and on YouTube at the same time? But it sounds like you guys work together pretty well. What is it that Kaya is doing that's going to get her black flag? Now, do you guys use spotters? Yep, train number 4, Charles. It is, man. Well, happy birthday. Connor, where is your cousin a park ranger at? the Great Seal Park. That's one of the newest parks that we got in Ohio. 76 of them now. I'm going to try and hold it out for 18 more minutes, folks. I appreciate everybody that's popped in and said hello. Appreciate all the racing family for coming in. Woo! It's a good thing I had my fire suit on there. Styrofoam. I got pelted with that one. And not one falling star did I see. Well, last week I think I wore shorts to all the fires. There's a big difference in temperature. Yep, this week it's been chilly. I hear the Canadians coming over. That is true. Whack. Talking to one of his racers. About 14 minutes, folks. Yes, it is, Errol. That's my cousin Earl. We couldn't afford to have him cremated, so No thanks, chosen one. No thanks. Charles, what's your plan for the weekend? All right, chosen one, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thank you, camper. There you go, man. Fish in the daytime. Probably a lot of barges, but I think if you get them out there and lay on the bottom, a little bit of chicken liver, you'll reel you in a big one. What do you fish for, Styrofoam? We're like just a catch and release. We don't really care what we catch, but we're going to throw it back anyhow. I thought under the red flag everyone was stopped. Hello, Terrence. How are you doing? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, but doesn't all the vehicles stop when you have a red flag? Terrence? Well, welcome in, Terrence. Hit that thumbs up. I hear my grandma, she took her motorcycle out tonight. And that's why Earl looks like he does. He's worried to death. It's like rain on a tin roof. Well, we're only here for about 8 more minutes and we're going to shut her down. I need to get to bed myself. But we'll be back about 6:30 a.m. A tin horn. I don't know what you're talking about, Lucinda, Luchin. Me too. Lucien. Yeah, I knew I was. You told me that before. What are you talking about? Screenshot fire pit thing? There's some more geese going over. Porter. That looks like the old guy on the Muppet Show. Oh. I don't know why you do that, but... And it had a definition for it? Cool. Doot, 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 doot. Comes another train, Charles. And sometimes the trains come through without blowing the horns. I don't know how that's legal. You know they cross the same streets as every other train. Yes, I seen where you said she had 3 black flags. How long does the season last? Well, here comes one the other way. Make that 5. So it's like this is fall racing and then winter racing and then spring racing. Yeah, he's made some good movies. We'll see you, Jerry. If you're up in the morning with the chickens, jump in and say hi. That train's very loud. Crazy how those geese can fly at night, but I know they go by navigational instead of sight. Now don't get scared, Earl. It's going to be dark for a while. Burn, baby, burn. All right, folks, I'm going to shut her down, shut her down. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight, even though YouTube had some technical difficulties. We made it through. Appreciate you racing guys. Styrofoam, Charles, Jerry, Lucien. We'll see you on the next time. Good night, Schrader Racing folks. Be safe out there, each and every one of you. And we will see you on the next one.